Hallo Leute, da ist wieder eure Ray und zwar die mit den Katzenöhrchen. Viel Maus und willkommen heute beim Mass Effect Video wieder. Wir haben hier einen weiteren Teil und zwar den Teil Nummer, den da. Das Video ist ein Mitschnitt von unserem Twitch-Stream, den ihr auf twitch.tv/ToeiRei, Link übrigens ist da unten, nebst anderem Gerümpel, den ihr da könnt ihr mich live erwischen. Vielleicht seid ihr dabei, Ansonsten, viel Spaß beim Zuschauen. There we go. Jetzt bleibt eigentlich noch unser lieber Freund Saren auf dem Tableau. Und ich habe da ein Gefühl. Oh.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
Was ist denn da los?
Is there a reason you're in my way?
The same reason you're here. The Asari. Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
Sie wollen jetzt kämpfen?
Is this really the time?
The atmosphere is perfect for a life and death struggle. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
So, wer Typ zuerst? Einer weniger? There we go. Never underestimate a sniper. Never underestimate a sniper you pissed off. Raus hier. Ganz einfach, raus hier. Wann ist es hektisch? Dann sage ich dir nochmal Nachti, Madame. Move, everybody. Everybody just move. Wir sind jetzt hier fast bei I like to move it. Nice. Es kommt davon, weißt du, warum wir sie jetzt nicht haben? Ich habe das Rätsel gelöst. Wir haben sie uns noch nicht geholt, weil wir einfach noch Nebenaufträge die ganze Zeit gemacht haben.
Too close come in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there and your pilot is making jokes?
Es dient der Entspannung.
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there. And not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Hast du eine eigene Theorie? Aber seit 50 Jahren?
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
What?
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Was hast du rausgefunden?
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There's remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans,
Okay.
and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is
Scheint
like
so.
someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Ein Zyklus?
What cycle? What are you talking about?
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before.
Aha.
Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them.
Das ist
And
interessant.
then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Ich kann Ihnen helfen.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
Den Sender?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
A beacon? Yes, that makes sense. But the beacons were not programmed to interact with human physiology.
Deshalb
I am
hat's
surprised
geknallt.
you were able to make any sense of it at all.
Das war nicht leicht.
It's just a bunch of random images, even after I got the cipher.
The cipher?
Some Asari mumbo jumbo, supposed to help the commander think like a Prothean. I don't know if it worked though.
Es hat etwas geholfen.
The cipher altered my perception of the visions, but it's subtle. I still can't make sense of what I'm seeing.
And this was something another Asari did to you?
Ja, deine Mom.
Commander, with your permission, I would like to try something. You were touched by the beacon. The visions are locked away inside your mind.
Okay.
One of my people gave you a deeper understanding of the visions, but you still cannot put all the pieces of the puzzle together. I might be able to help you.
Okay.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop Saren.
Jetzt wird's interessant.
Like the Asari who gave you the cipher, I can join my consciousness to yours. Maybe my knowledge of the Protheans will help clarify your vision.
Make it so.
It's worth a shot.
Das wird knallen.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Ich mein... Scheiße ist die schnuffig.
That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed,
Scheint
Commander.
so, ja.
What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What'd you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the commander's mind is incomplete.
Nicht zu gebrauchen, oder wie?
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines.
Okay.
I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
Das heißt, es war umsonst.
Looks like we're back where we started.
Quite the opposite, Commander. I
Wie
think my
jetzt?
knowledge of the Protheans will prove useful before this is over. Saren knew you were touched by the beacon on Eden Prime. He probably came after me because he feared I could help you understand it. I
Oh.
was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, find the missing portion, and I am confident I can put all the pieces together.
Willkommen an Bord.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Wir sprechen später.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission
Außen.
reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Ja.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Ich weiß, was ich tue.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
Sie möchte helfen.
Liara is on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Theron to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
True.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Ja, leider.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Na süß. Also, jetzt müssen wir natürlich mit allen Leuten nochmal reden. Und dann würde ich sagen, schauen wir, was sie sagen. Ich meine, was sagt Presley, unser alter Rassist? Der hat nichts
Carry on,
Neues.
Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Haben wir sonst noch hier was? Tür auf, ich will runter. Nee, eigentlich nicht. Eigentlich will ich da noch mal zuerst schauen, was da Joker sagt. Eigentlich würde ich ihm am liebsten sagen, merci, alter Junge, hast du gut gemacht.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Sicher?
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. 7 weeks working on this baby. It's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Ich wollte eigentlich einmal einen Schiffsstatusbericht haben. Und mit,
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
also, Joker ist in der Hinsicht irgendwie ein bisschen ein Komiker. Weil er einfach, ja, wir wissen ja, wie er zum Spitznamen gekommen ist. Ja, weil er eigentlich nie gelacht hat. Und deshalb haben sie ihn eigentlich Joker genannt. So, dann schauen wir mal, was wir hier haben. Hi, Caden.
We haven't had time together since our last chat. A lot was said when we talked.
Raus damit.
All those words, and you still said nothing.
I don't want to distract you too much. The deeper we get into this mess, the bigger it seems. I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Kannst du denn das vorwerfen?
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
Was denn passiert?
Don't tell me you and Vernus hugged on graduation day.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and
Okay.
could tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand that.
Hat er eigentlich
It
recht?
was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
Was war geschehen eigentlich?
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt a girl, broke her arm.
Au.
She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face.
Ouch.
I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. But at 17, that's something.
Ich meine, sie hatten sicher Angst.
Tapping that deep must have shocked the hell out of you.
Not as much as it shocked Vernus. It killed him.
Ouch.
Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Canadics folded a couple of years later. That's funny. I'm not sure which of us got the worst of what happened.
Das ist eigentlich eine schlimme Geschichte.
You were just a kid. How'd you deal with that mess?
I didn't. Not at the time. I wasn't upset he was dead, but I was sorry that I'd killed him. So I dropped out of sight for a bit. They let me go. I guess they wanted it to blow over as much as I did. I came back on my terms because I wanted to serve. So, yeah. I hated that Turian. But he wasn't a Turian to me. He was Vernus.
Danke, dass du so denkst.
And here I was concerned you were damaged goods.
I've got a few scratches and dents. Hope they just give me character. I don't think we'll be operating without support for much longer. Pretty soon, not even the council will be able to ignore what's going on.
Nice.
Glad you'll be here when it's over, Shepard. I'm looking forward to some shore leave.
Ich brauche eine taktische
What's your
Einschätzung.
opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni.
Was heißt du
She
brauchst?
seems nice enough. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Tust du's?
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
None, Commander. I prefer adventurous women.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
Also, Caden wissen wir natürlich jetzt inzwischen, worauf er steht. Und zwar genau das Ärschchen, das da vor ihm wackelt und das Kommando hat. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So, was ist hier auf der Infirmary
Yes,
los?
Commander? Is there something you need?
Wie geht's mit... Nee.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Ich dachte hier eigentlich die Kleine zu finden. Ah, da ist sie. Wie geht's ihr? Höflich.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Ja, weil ich mir Sorgen gemacht habe.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Das ist ihr Job. Aber nee, sie ist die Beste.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
Finde ich
I
geil.
never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
Gern geschehen.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Ich weiß es.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Ich würde gerne ein bisschen über dich reden, Mädel.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Da kommt die Einsamkeit durch, oder?
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Und du magst deinen Job,
You
nehme ich
must
an.
enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me.
So eine kleine
You
Sherlock
were
Holmes.
actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Ich bin faszinierend.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Das war nur, entspann dich. Das war nur Spaß, Mädel.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
Absolut
Now
nicht.
you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Ich finde sie aber, gerade dieses Naive macht sie eigentlich so süß. Die Kultur würde mich interessieren.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us.
Macht Sinn.
The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Welche Gerüchte denn eigentlich, Mädel?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning
Die
for us.
sind
We still require a
geschlechtslos.
partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of
Nice.
in any gender.
Wie ist denn das eigentlich möglich? Das ist eine...
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental.
Die sind geschlechtslos.
Our physiology
Die
allows
kennen
us to
weiblich-männlich
meld with
nicht.
other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Und was ist eigentlich mit dem Partner?
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Und der Abschied?
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them.
Das
And
ist eigentlich eine
even after they're gone,
sehr gute
part of them
Anschauung.
lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Wer war denn eigentlich ihr Vater?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
So etwas können sie?
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and
True.
left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species.
Ah.
Asari inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold.
Macht
I
es
am
macht
what
es
is
Sinn?
sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Das könntest du doch gar nicht wissen.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure.
Ich finde die echt interessant.
Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Natürlich. Aber ich gehe jetzt mal. Das war's mit Mass Effect für heute. Und ich möchte mich bei euch bedanken. Herzlichen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Es hat mir wieder Spaß gemacht. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, wenn ihr es bis hierher geschafft habt, dann seid ihr ohnehin die Größten. Würde ich mich über ein Däumchen nach oben freuen. Vielleicht ein Abo. Und wenn ihr Sachen anders gelöst habt oder irgendwelche Tipps habt, wisst ihr was? Lasst mir in den Kommentaren da oder schaut einfach auf meinem Stream vorbei. Link in der Description. Tschüssi, bis zum nächsten Mal.